Hello Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players, this is Andy. Today I'm going to be doing the last video of what Star Wars Rebels can bring to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, of course, some of you may not like the idea of Rebels being, I feel like there's still some great characters that can come out of this. Maybe not all of the characters out of the 4 videos that I did, but at least some of them can make it to it. After I post this video up, I am going to be trying to finish KOTOR 2 characters. And then I'll start working with some Star Wars Clone Wars, what Clone Wars can bring to Galaxy of Heroes. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to have a big list because there's a lot that can come to Galaxy of Heroes from the Clone Wars era, which is the biggest, most wanted era to come to Galaxy of Heroes. More clone troopers, more... And of course, I've already talked about clone troopers, so clone troopers won't be on any of the future videos. But there'll still be some bounty hunters, some separatists, some Galactic Republic, Jedi, stuff like that. So, yeah, could be a potential opportunity for future great characters. And I'm going to still do some other KOTOR style era, even some stuff from SWGOH, but stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this video up and let you guys... have some ideas, maybe. Or, thoughts on improving Galaxy of Heroes with characters. So the first off, obviously, veteran Hondo Ohnaka. I have talked about him, but why not talk about him again? Yes, I would not mind having the Ohnaka gang. I also wouldn't mind having, even though it wasn't considered a capital ship or a fleet commander, I wouldn't mind seeing still Hondo Ohnaka being some sort of like fleet commander, just to support Scoundrels and bounty hunters in the fleet, just so that there's some support for those two factions, because we got lots of Scoundrels with the Millennium Falcons. We're probably going to be getting the original trilogy or OT Falcon, and so hopefully the original Hondo from the Clone Wars era has this big saucer dish ship, even though it's going to be smaller than the Star Destroyers and the Venators and the Home One. It's still not bad to at least incorporate that in the game so that we have some sort of support and love towards these two factions. Just like I feel like Darth Nihilus is going to get his ship, and whenever they bring Malak out, Malak's going to get his ship. So yeah, veteran Hondo, I feel like he would definitely be a viable option. I feel like this would be more of a light side Hondo, while the original Hondo's dark. Or they could both be neutral. There is that neutral tag, but no one's neutral yet. Yeah, maybe. Also, I feel like since this Hondo helped Phoenix, he could kind of have the Phoenix tag. He could also have the Rebel tag. But he only helped the Rebels just on Lothal, at least as of what knowledge we know of right now from Star Wars Rebels. After that last episode of Rebels, there was nothing else, so there's not much more to go on. Next would be Ketsu Anya and the Shadowcaster. I have talked about this character in the past. She would be a lightside bounty hunter. We would get a lightside bounty hunter ship as well. So again, the regular Hondo supporting that type of ship would be kind of cool. But another thing about this character is I can see her being not just a bounty hunter, but she'd also be a scoundrel for sure. Obviously, all bounty hunters are scoundrels. Duh. But she'd also be a rebel bounty hunter. One of the first few that we would have. And she has a light chance of being Phoenix, but then again, she didn't really support the Phoenix or at least, the Rebels as much as she normally did. She was just, higher as well as a friend to Sabine. And yes, she could have some synergies with Sabine Wren. Well, who knows? It would actually maybe make Sabine Wren better. Throw her on a Rebel, Rebel team. Throw Ketsu with Sabine, and there'd be some sort of synergy there. Next would be Sikatro Vizago. I'm just going to go Vizago because I have a hard time pronouncing that first name. And then the IGRM Bodyguard, which is an IG series droid. It's a bodyguard and enforcer droid, so we would get these two together. They'd be kind of a small duo. The bodyguard droid is a tank, while Vizago is like some sort of support. Maybe some new leadership for smugglers, Scoundrels. He's a smuggler for sure, so we definitely get that tag. as well as Visago. Now, yes, his ship would not be a starfighter since it's kind of a small freighter. Or no, not freighter, frigate. Frigate. Millennium Falcon's freighter. Frigate's a little bigger than that. So, it's frigate size. But, yeah, we definitely would have... This would be kind of a cool little synergy in the game. It wouldn't be, like, game-breaking, obviously. I feel like only Hondo and Naka would really make sense to being game-breaking, as well as maybe Ketsu. And then the second to last is as Morgan. I don't really like this kind of character. He's just meh to me. He was not any of my favorites. I preferred Visago over this guy. Just he kind of has that Jabba the Hutt on feet feel, and I just didn't like that. So this character, I would not be disappointed if he doesn't come to the game, but at least, he'd be some sort of scoundrel smuggler leader to support that faction in any way. Again, I would rather have as Morgan or Visago over as Morgan. And then the last but not least is the Mining Guild pilot and TIE fighter. So we could get this, golden TIE fighter. It would be more scoundrel. It could still have the Imperial tag, because the mining guilds, they did at that time work with the Imperials, which is why they had a odd-shaped TIE fighter, but it would also be Scoundrel, so it would get some sort of Scoundrel support, if we ever got a Scoundrel-like fleet commander. But other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about these. I feel like the only one on this list that would get close to being added would be the veteran Hondo, or some sort of like Hondo, old Hondo Naka or something. And then, of course, I feel like also Ketsu has a chance of being on here. Other than that, that's all I could see being added to this added from this list to the game. But other than that, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about any Rebels characters you would like to see. Maybe I missed some on any of my lists. Definitely put them in the comments below. Yeah, some of you may disagree. I've had some, comments about disagreeing with the fact that Hondo, the Clone Wars era, and I will talk about him again in the Clone Wars side of things. But I've had some people disagree with the fact that, yes, Hondo's ship, the big saucer one, does not make sense to be a fleet commander ship, but at the same time, I feel like just to add it to the game to support these scoundrel-based ships that we're getting, bounty hunter ships, I feel like Hondo's ship would make the most sense. There's no other real bounty hunter ship that would even come close. There's no big fleet ship to that, but at least this would give us a chance to support those ships, give some more love to the bounty hunters, the scoundrels, so that it would make sense to, and maybe even cargo ships. It would support cargo ships too. So, unless Canon decides to give Jabba the Hutt some sort of big ship like Venator, like a stolen Venator or something, then I could kind of see that. But because there was a lot of Venators stolen, Mandalorians used the Venators, and so on. So, who knows? Other than that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those that watch the videos I make, and you guys have a wonderful day.